From rural roads to busy highways, Alabama has more than 16,000 bridges. About a third are rated in good condition. And we want to hear from you. Should bridge funding focus on safety or traffic? Scan the QR code on your screen to answer. As Alabama's infrastructure is under pressure, the I-Team's Valerie Bell takes a look at what that means for drivers, beginning with a bridge in Jefferson County. An inspection revealed problems underneath. The work being done to ensure drivers stay safe on the road.
A week-long closure creating headaches for drivers in Jefferson County.
Well, I have an appointment in 15 minutes, but if there's no bridge, I don't know how to get there.
The Parkwood Road bridge over Shades Creek was shut down after an inspection uncovered structural concerns. Officials say the bridge itself is sound, but problems were discovered underneath, caused by flood debris buildup that forced water to erode the ground behind it. County officials say storms this year and a high number of downed trees only made things worse. Repairs have since been completed to reopen the road.
We had to really stabilize the slope, so we got large riprap, which are the larger class of riprap. Were very big, probably half the size of a sedan, to kind of toe in the slope, so at the bottom, and kind of build our way up from there. So as you get to the top, you get smaller rock, compacted, and at the very top we went back with a crushed aggregate base.
Will that be enough to hold?
It will be.
Bridges like this are inspected regularly. In fact, every bridge over 20 feet long must be inspected at least once every 2 years. It's a federal requirement carried out here by a dedicated team of county employees.
Some bridges are on a more stringent schedule depending on if they're load rated or whatnot, but this bridge is every 2 years. However, when these bridges are around the creeks, we try to look at them more often than that.
What do those inspections entail?
So our crews go out and they look at all the substructure. So the top part of the bridge we call the superstructure. That's like your deck. And then everything under that really is the substructure. So the cap, which the deck sits on, the columns and the footing.
According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, Alabama has more than 16,000 bridges, just over a third. 37% are rated in good condition. And while Alabama's bridges have improved in recent years, they still only earned a C+ on the latest infrastructure report card. The Rebuild Alabama Act, passed in 2019, aimed to change that, bringing in millions of dollars annually through a higher gas tax. This year alone, 2 bridge projects in the area received funding through the program. One in Bessemer, the 19th Street Bridge, will be rehabilitated using more than $440,000 in combined local and state funds. Another on Liberty Road in Shelby County, being fully replaced for just over $900,000.
The 22 report card that you mentioned it was almost 4%, like 3.8% of Alabama's bridges were considered to be in poor condition. Recent studies that we've looked at, even like 6 months ago, show that number is now closer to about 3% of Alabama's bridges that are still in poor condition. So, while one community may be wondering, well, why has my bridge not been fixed? It's just because it's on a list of priorities on what's getting repaired. Money is coming in from IIJA and from the increased gas tax that Alabama passed.
Even as new bridges go up, aging infrastructure remains a challenge. Just down the road in Birmingham, the Rainbow Viaduct was closed to vehicles more than 3 years ago after heavy trucks ignored weight limits on the century-old span.
I don't see them planning to change this anytime soon. I mean, the bridge gets a lot of use, out of people just hanging out over there, like watching the trains, or I see people biking sometimes, or I know people meet up with like the one wheels, or I don't know if you're familiar, and they hang out. So yeah, I think they would like to keep it this way, or at least maybe people do.
A sign reads that the historic bridge is currently closed while an engineering study is underway to inform future reinvestment. In 2023, short-term measures to beautify the bridge were installed. For more than 2 weeks, we've been requesting an interview with the city of Birmingham about this. An interview set for August 11th with the Roads and Transportation Department was canceled less than an hour later. Since then, calls, emails, and text messages to the Public Information Office remain unanswered.
When you're working with limited funding, you're trying to balance, fixing multiple miles of roadway versus trying to get one bridge repaired. Now, the bridge is a critical aspect because it's going to cross some sort of barrier. So keeping, travelers with shorter travel distance, shorter travel times, or just trying to keep, commerce going with trucking and freight and those kind of things. It's definitely like a high priority to get those fixed, but it takes a lot more funding.
It's a reminder of the balancing act counties and cities face, repairing the old while planning for the future.
We are working on it. It is expensive, and the rising cost of construction, particularly after COVID, if you've talked with anybody in the construction industry, that's probably come up. Rising cost of construction due to labor as well as materials.
Back at Parkwood Road, crews are monitoring the site closely to make sure the creek doesn't get dammed again to help prevent future erosion.
We've installed 2 cameras on site that will report to us for weather events. So if the creek rises or if they catch something, kind of like a video detection at a traffic signal.
In Jefferson County, Valerie Bell, ABC 3340 I-Team.
Thanks, Valerie. And let's turn back to tonight's poll question. We asked you, should bridge funding focus on safety or traffic? And 86% responded, yes, safety should come first.